radio. Hmm. No audio. I don't think so. Greetings, welcome to 5 Play Friday. We are live. I can't figure out why the music did not play there, but I'm not stressing about it. I'll tell you that much. We are just happy to be here. Kind of a rough week for health, for me personally, and the household as well. So we are just happy to be rocking and rolling. Glad you could join us today for 5 Play Friday Live. We're looking at viewer submitted plays today, and we're going to look at all the things. Yeah, yeah. So one thing I would ask is like think of the sickest you've been on the court and how it impacted your game, and put in the comments any fun stories. I will tell you a fun story for me. I mean, it's fun in a way. Let's put it that way. So, first of all, have you ever turned back a game because, like, the day of game because I'm not feeling well? I don't think I ever have. I don't think I ever have. It's just like, well, that's not done, you know. Um, that'll put my assigner in a terrible spot, etc. I have an obligation to do the game. Yeah, yeah. So, do you? Do you? Are you doing the best thing for the game? So in my situation, I was feeling terrible, terrible. Rivalry game. It was in Alameda High against Encinal. Rivalry game, super competitive, close game, into the final seconds, and I'm holding on by a thread. I've got a block charge play. There are I have a foul on a drive to the basket. There are two defenders. The defender who didn't foul thought they had fouled and that they had fouled out. They jump up and down and run to the bench and run off the court. My partner assesses a technical foul on that player. And the bottom line is, I just didn't have enough in the tank to fight for the game uh, as I should have in this situation, and said, no, we're not assessing a technical foul here. It was confusion. This was not like leaving the court to show disgust. I mean, they were upset. We have a play today where a player's upset at their fifth foul, feeling they've let their team down, etc. All these things. But I just didn't have enough. I didn't have enough to say we have to put the game first, etc. It's like it wasn't there. It wasn't in the tank. And I'll always remember that situation. So, I mean, there are obviously situations where we work through games and we're not feeling our best, etc. But that game in particular, since I wasn't there for the game in the end, really left a bad taste in the mouth. Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do, man? This is what we do. This is what we do. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, Dave, good to see you. Frigid. A little bit of a cold snap here in the Bay Area, but of course, you have no respect for our cold snap in the Bay Area, and you shouldn't. Lubbock, Texas. I was just in Texas, in Dallas, over the Thanksgiving holidays, and I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holidays. We're into it now. The season has started. Let's do it. Oh, if Zuch is here, yeah, okay. Well, he was ahead of me. He was ahead of me. Thank you, Tom. Excellent judgment on your part. I think that's some, yeah, okay. Oh, Cody, I'm with you, man. After telling my story, yeah, again, it's what we do. We go out, you know, you watch like the Warriors played Denver the other night, and Nikola Jokic for 3 quarters was terrible. He was getting the ball turned on. He was just like, this is not a player playing well, right? In terms of the turnovers and missed shots and all of this. All we could do is go out and perform, and it's going to be a collection of our obviously our training, etc., our skill, and all these things, but also our energy level, how we're feeling, whether we're sharp, whether for whatever reason we can't figure it out. Why did I put a whistle on that play 30 seconds into the game? What am I doing? And then you do it again. Why? What? You can't figure it out, man. It's a puzzle. We have to work. So I am sure you will be better your next game. You will have to forgive my frequent coughing. Again, I feel much better today. I was feeling, I was feeling not well yesterday and the day before. Not well. Mike Connor's in the house. Good to see you, Mike. Hello, Ethan. Good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, December is the busiest, so many tournaments in December. We have a huge girls tournament here in the Bay Area, West Coast Jamboree. Invariably, officials are way overstretched. It really does a disservice to the kids. Where's my mute button? Yeah, if I go to, let's see. If I go to do a little coughing jag. Woo! All right. Yeah, of course, we want to hear about how you screwed up, Cody. Come on, give us all the details. Hey, Reese, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, listen, my voice. Hey. Wow, 31 straight days of, well, the miracle is being able to get to venues to do 31 straight days. I guess maybe if it's a tournament setting, you could do multiple places at one venue, but when with travel and all. Hey, Al, I've got your play that you submitted. I assume it has something to do with backcourt. I thought you were like challenging me to find what was going on in that play. Hey, Ron, good to see you. Tannersville, Pennsylvania. Excellent. Oh, awesome. Hey, Gary. From Beantown, good to see you. Possible. I had to fix something on a play, So when I get plays, I curate them, right? I do some editing on them. I do the slow-mo and the intro and what have you. But I also do duplicate. So that when it plays and afterward and it's playing, it's silent and all these things. I found that to be the most successful. Uh-oh, here we go again. It could be a regular feature of the, Joe, are you okay? After the tsunami warning. It's like, wow, tsunami warning. We had a tsunami warning in the Bay Area, right? Of course, we're talking 100 plus miles between the two, but there was a big earthquake in Humboldt yesterday. Hope you are okay, Joe. I really didn't get any details about any damage or anything like that. I don't know. Cool and sunny. Cool and sunny. Oh, my. Are you going to be able to attend, Randy? Are you going to be heckling? No. No, we will not. Like, defend, you like, when you hear stuff in the stands, that's my son. Clarence, good to see you. Good to see you, Clarence. In the chat, Benedict from Westchester, PA. Oh, Mike's shirt's off in Alaska. Good to see you, Mike. I did not feel it. I was in Napa at the time, and I did not feel it. Did not feel it. What can I tell you? I may have been driving. May have been. Darwin, go blue, Darwin. But I know Adam C. is here. Yeah. Believe me, I feel you. I feel you. My eyes have been so tired with this illness I've been having. Huh. Interesting. Huh. I've never had the music not play at the beginning. I wasn't going to stress about it, man. I wasn't going to stress about it. Good morning, Chris Janish. We've got a play from Chris Janish today. Awesome. Ow. Well, interesting you say that. I've been coughing so much. Of course, my torso is racked with pain. Of course, nothing like a cracked rib. Ugh. Ooh. Ouch. Literally a fracture on this? Or just like, I feel busted? Come on, Zooch. Is that a good enough excuse? In the hospital? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Kelly Hefner is down in North Carolina. Oh, no. That is distressing. Well, it's good to see you, Michael. Wow, it is chilly across the country. I'll tell you that much. Hey, my timer's gone. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I gotta go, man. I got so much on the agenda, work stuff related to today. All right, Team Cold, raise your hand. Branson, Missouri, Chris Smith, good to see you. Tyler Nolan in Erie, PA. Okay, all right. I wasn't quite sure. I was like, is there an Easter egg in here? No, not this Easter egg. Not that one. Tis the life. Tis the life, Ted. Hey, keep it fair, safe and fair out there tonight. Good morning, Billy Mack. We got a couple of jump ball plays, and I know we're on the same wavelength about jump ball plays. Hey, I love it. I love it. A little care package. Love it. Is that a Thanksgiving tournament after Thanksgiving? What's going on here? Turkey Classic. I assume Classic. I don't know. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Uh, that is tremendous. Yeah, hey, let us know how it goes. That's like, I assume you have an assigner who said, "I'm going to set you up, bro." That's obviously the best possible scenario for you. And I assume, have you guys worked together before at a lower level, or I assume someday soon, at the very minimum? Yes, yes. Shake the rust off. Make your mistakes on middle school. Uh, Easy peasy. I have called one warning. I have called one warning. Ouch. Ouch. And of course, what's the prescription? Deal with it. Pain management, baby. Pain management. Well, we've got a flop called as a block today, or a possible flop called as a block, which was obviously not a block, which, Kevin, you're like feeding into NFHS saying we've got to fix this problem. And you're saying, no, we don't. So you're saying, well, this method by inflicting a personal foul is going to be more impactful than making a foul flopping ruling. Nor have I. Nor have I. But, but I guess the NFHS point of view is if we make erroneous rulings to deal with the problem, which we've been doing, which hasn't dealt with the problem, right? So what are we doing? This has not been an effective technique for eliminating faking being fouled. So it's rare that I'm taking the NFHS position. Very rare. I don't want to talk about professional football. Thank you. Thank you for appreciating my need for closure with my family away from, yeah, oh boy. Philly. Yes, yes. Super obvious. Super obvious. Do we have a possible basket interference call in the show today? That'll be for the live stream viewers after. Good morning, Razorback Richard Smith. Good to see you. Wow, a lot of people in the chat. Yeah, yeah. I could see it going that way. I could see it going that way. Good question. Fair question. He would ignore, right? So this is the situation. Offensive players flopping get ignored. Defensive players flopping get called for a block, right? And this has been the method that we've used as officials. Nobody's calling a faking being fouled technical. I've seen it once in the game prior to this season. And so this is what officials would do. Ignore, blocking foul. Successful? NFH says no, it has not been successful. So this is what we want you to do instead. That's just the bottom line. That has been the formula. NFHS says we want to change this. We don't want this to continue. It's not been successful, right? So we try things. They are not successful. We need to change. NFHS, baby, let's go. Oh, okay. Okay, but in the end, you're talking to them. But what's the penalty for them throwing their head back, Kevin? What's the penalty? Why should they not do it again? Right? You're like threatening. Well, I'm not going to give you a call if you go to the basket, or Okay. Absolutely, Jason. Absolutely. This terrible, terrible approach, and because it does two things. One is it's terrible, like tries in flight, blow your whistle, go to the arrow, right? It's dumb. It's just dumb. And then officials say that's just dumb. I'm not going to do that. So we have guidance. It's all laid out. No, no, I'm not going to do that. Right? And it erodes the process. Associations are saying, well, wait a minute, that's not how we're going to handle it. States are saying, no, that's not how we're going to handle it because it's dumb. Yeah. Well, the rules committee, which has been very forward thinking and producing fantastic changes, says that in our judgment, this is an issue. Uh, yeah. So, excellent, Ken. I love it. Uh, all right, Kevin, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Incredible. Incredible start to the show. I'm a mess here on the screen. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Hey, Sarah. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. How many? Let me know in the chat. How many people work varsity double headers? I guess in other parts of the country, girls varsity, boys varsity, same night, same officials, and then like for half a season, do they do it for half a season and then they switch, or do the girls always go first because their attendance is lower and what have you? So let me know. Always a challenge to do that second game in a tournament setting. You know, how much post game do we talk about? How many? We assume you work with the same crew. It's a challenge. All right. That's a good point, Mike. That's a good point. All right. I am going forward. What else am I doing? Let me see. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. We're back today with 5 viewer submitted plays. 5 plays. Let's go. Stick around. Greetings, everyone. It's Greg Austin with a Better Official. We're here to look at plays, look at all of the things. Let's get started like we always do with a You Make the Call play. What do you have on this play? All right, what do you have on this play? Team down 4. Player takes a last second three-pointer pushed from behind. Do you have intentional foul, shooting foul, intentional foul on a on a player attempting a try? Did our crew get it right? What do you have on this play? Put your ruling down in the comments below and stick around to the end of the video. There's lots to talk about on play number 1. And with that, let's move on. Play number 2. Except for live stream viewers. Hey, back at the start of the show, we had that play. You know, play number 1. Let's take a look. All right, this is a great play to look at all of the things. What are the things we're looking at? We're looking at transition coverage of the crew, accuracy of the call, clock awareness in an end of game situation, all of the things. This is what we finally hone our skills, crafting them down so that we're excellent in these situations. So, if we talk about positioning as a crew, is our center official in the best possible position to see this play? Have they put themselves in the best position, or are they not? I would say no, they were not. If this was my game, this is my video, and I'm center, what are you doing? Why are you still in the back court? Right? The other thing we need is game awareness. This team has fouls to give. A technique, by rule, legal, intentionally fouling in an what would it be? What's the correct language here? Right? This team has the ability to exhaust clock by putting fouls in the game. Who should have committed the foul in this situation? Our first defender in the back court. She had an opportunity right here to reach for the ball and, contact the player that would exhaust some time. It's a sideline throw-in, no free throws, etc. But our taller player, who looks like an exceptional athlete, from behind pushes, had our player, using the continuous motion rule, exhibited the behavior, the actions that precede a habitual try for goal, right? What is a player going to do in this situation? They are going to collect the basketball, they are going to step, and they are going to shoot. Is that what our player did here? Let's take a look. The other thing, of course, is okay. Let's go. All right. I see what I'm doing here. Let's go here. I can edit that in post, baby. All right. So our lead has taken off, right? We're looking for a throw ahead in this situation. It's a desperate situation for our team in white. Clock appears to start in a timely fashion. We've got an on-ball matchup in the backcourt. Our center is holding on to that a little bit. When we have, what do we have? We have players here. This should truly be our center's focus. But they are holding on to this on-ball matchup. Right? If our center official had run to here and had this look on the play, maybe they see that the player had begun their habit. This is a really close call. This is a really close call. But in the end, in my judgment, for a team to have a sideline throw-in with 0.7 on the clock is like the worst possible scenario in this scenario. So if we go here and we go here, we have to determine when has this player begun the habitual movements that precede a try for goal. Right? If you have a hand check, if you have a push, that illegal contact, that's an intentional foul, 2 free throws, and the ball for a backcourt throw-in. Player didn't have front court status, right? And so then they would have 1.9 on the clock and a chance to win the game. Yeah. But this is not a common foul. This player has an advantage and they are fouled from behind. This is an intentional foul. This is an intentional foul. We can't like say, oh, she was just trying to foul, when they had fouls to give. This is badly done if that's the case. They had one player with the opportunity to do it if that was the team strategy. So, in the end, intentional foul should have been ruled. 2 free throws, the ball for a backcourt throw-in, and the clock should be accurately put at 1.9 or whatever it was at the time. In this play, our crew rules a common foul. I love the fact that our crew chief talks the coach down, right? This is a great opportunity here. Talk to me, coach. Don't yell across the floor at my partner. Talk to me, end of game situation, right, etc. Excellent, excellent. But our crew does not get the clock right, right? The foul is called, and then 4/10 run off. In an end of game situation, 4/10 is very valuable. So, positioning, clock awareness, correct adjudication of the play, all the things come into pair. And, this is a great game, right? Critical free throw there. We're aware timeouts being requested here, etc. No, right? Yeah, no help from our trail official either, right? Is this a situation where we could come say, partner, that was not a play on the ball. That's an intentional foul. Or we have to talk about this play, right? Can we do that? Can we do that? Oh, you better believe we can do that. Come on, man. Put the game first. Put the game first. All right, a tremendous play. We love the play. We love looking at plays. So that play was submitted by Chris Janish from South Dakota. Appreciate it, Chris. All the plays today were submitted by viewers. If you want to submit plays, betterofficial.com/submit plays. All right. What do we think about this play? I know we have a lot of opinions, man, because it's an important play. Yeah, that's me. Wow. A lot of comments. Ooh. Ooh. It was definitely an attempt at a take foul, Ron. Do you think it was well done? Do you think it was well done? What? I can't. I'm confused by that. Well, it's automatically a foul. It was close, Kevin. It was super close. It depends on which contact the initial contact, which in end of game situations were. And the other thing here, interesting thing here is hold on a sec. Yeah. Randy Wilson a few years ago submitted a play where an intentional foul was ruled, and it was just screwed up the game completely. It was just a take foul, but it was nothing like this. This is an obvious attempt from behind to. Okay, yeah. I don't know, Al. I mean, early. Yeah, I don't know here, right? And we'll have plays today where there's super emotional reactions. It's an emotional game, and we obviously need to navigate those waters, right? A warning here, I just don't think it's appropriate. That's my internal clock, meter, etc. Okay. Intentional from Hector in South Carolina. Billy's got continuous motion. Our coach was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get an intentional foul," and then he's like, "Hey, wait a minute, no, that was intentional. That was intentional." He was hurt. He said, "I'm hurt, dog. I'm hurt by this ruling." Of course, if we ruled it to be an intentional foul on a three-point try that is unsuccessful, we would attempt 3 free throws and award the ball to the back for a backcourt throw-in because the player had not gained front court status. That would be how we resume the game. Always good to just review that fact. For an intentional foul on a missed three-pointer, it would be 3. How we go in 28-foot line when our player... oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I saying backcourt? Why am I misinterpreting that? Oh, it depends on where we're ruling the foul. Right? So if the team was strategizing, hey, we're going to foul, which they should. They have fouls to give. Exhaust clock. Reach in right here. Swipe down. That's a foul. Backcourt throw in. They only have 2.1 now. The chance, but she didn't get the memo. She's like, oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to foul. Yeah, I guess she was front court. Oh man, coach thought somebody'd thrown him a life raft, a buoy. Joseph, upward motion. Where is that in the rules book? I know this is something that we talk about at other levels. This is not a factor in National Federation of High School Basketball rules. How do I know that? Because Mike Connors told me. Tyler says she's still dribbling when contact happens. Is that truly the case, Tyler? Let us once again take a look. Is she dribbling the basketball at this point, putting 2 hands on the ball? She is not dribbling, right? She is about to attempt a 3-point goal. She is taking the actions that precede a try for goal. That she would, any player in this situation is going to catch the ball, step, and shoot. Whew. Tough play. Fair. Fair. And would upward motion help us in this situation? If we're going upward motion, then she is not attempting a try for goal. It's easy peasy. But that's all fair. All fair. Probably intentional. Well, you got to make a decision, man. You got to make a decision. A team down 4, a player from behind, obvious advantage. I don't know, man. It's got to be minimum intentional. I mean, it has to be intentional. That is an action, a player from behind attempting to foul to, okay. And how do I know? Because Randy Wilson told me. He confirmed my opinion that this is an, oh, wait a minute. Zuch is going full Monty with the intentional on a 3-point try. Yeah, it'll be interesting if there was a monitor in this situation. Reese, you foul because you have fouls to give and you can exhaust clock and prevent the team from having any chance to win, right? If they had inbounded the ball and on the throw-in, right, let's say, let's go back to here. Right? Foul. Just foul. An intentional foul, just like it was the end of game scenario. Then they have a backcourt throw in with 3.9. Now you have 3 team fouls. Do the same thing. Now they have a throw in with 2.2, right? It's a way to exhaust clock. We have to be aware that teams can use this strategy, just like end of game fouling when you are trailing. Okay, I'm going to leave this. It's a great play with so many variables, but things we could definitely take away are with our positioning as center was not optimal. This ball handler action here belongs to the trail. Now you could say, well, they're stuck behind a player in the backcourt. We can open up to this, but we've got to get ahead. What do we expect to have happen? Like maybe a throw ahead to a 3-point shooter, right? Can't be stuck here in the backcourt. And clock. In the end, we lost 4/10 of a second, right? And we have to get that as a crew. It's hard. It's hard in high school. We don't have monitors to go to. Oh man, so many comments on this play. I love it. Hey Ed, haven't gotten to your play yet. We're still on play number 1. Oy, oy, oy. I need a light up there. If anybody's, yeah. Okay. All right, I am back to here. And we've already said, we introduced that we're going to play number 2, live stream. Let's look at play number 2. These are viewer-submitted plays. They're not all as good as this one. Who doesn't love a block charge in the morning? Right? Block charge play, banger, 50-50, called by our center official here. Where was our lead? Right? When we're looking at plays like this, we're always looking at positioning by the crew, etc. And the ruling on the play, right? So let's take a look. Our defender, 2 feet on the floor. Did they get there before the player had left the floor? It's close. It's close. Was there torso contact? Yes. He made an effort. Let's take a look. Whoa. Right. Also a great example of a player leaning backwards. Many officials like to build that into their play calling, is whether a player stood up and took it. Let's take a look. Right? This is what I call a banger, right? Just in terms of timing. The player has put their second foot down, giving them LGP, just as you see the heel raised on a player who's leaving the floor. Gaining LGP at the moment a player is leaving the floor. These are bangers. We have to process these in our brain and see and look at all of the things. Right? Many people describe bang bang plays when there's like an interval between the player leaving the floor or the defender getting legal and then the player leaving the floor like half a second later. That's not a bang bang play. This is a bang bang play. I have no issue with the call on this. Call it a block. That's great. I think this is a collegiate game, and they may be more, when in doubt, call a block in this situation. Yeah. Oh. No doubt with our ruling, high certainty, etc. Our head coach, no issue. Yeah, yeah, a lot of good things. Let's look at the positioning of the crew. I just don't think our lead, he looks athletic. I don't think he got where he needed to be on this play. Right, when we analyze our game video and I'm on the lead and we're in a transition play, I have got to get to the end line. This is high urgency, right? Get to the end line so you can receive the play if you need to make a call on this play. How you're going to handle this, I mean, you could say, hey, all transition plays belong to the lead here. I do like how our lead official kind of tucks his arms, like I'm not going to put a whistle on that play. I love it. I love it. Okay. I want to go here, and then I want to go here. All right, so a block charge play. Again, viewer submitted play. Thanks so much. We love looking at plays, and that's all appreciated. Interesting. Interesting. I got stuff going on here, man. It's a scene. It's a scene. Okay, I want to go there. Oh, no. Help me. Help me. I'm in trouble here. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the farmer. Oh. Gary, if you're talking about the previous play, I would say our trail official, who may have thought that play was, I don't know. But what's our lead doing on that play? Right? Whistle blows. They're looking up the court. They should be able to get the clock on the previous play. Oh, well, I'm going to leave those alone. I got to move on, man. I got to move on. That is very wishy-washy answer. Do you have him leaning in, Brian? I don't have him leaning in. I have him leaning back that side, but he's not leaning into him. He's anticipating the contact, and his torso definitely starts moving backwards. Did it move into his path a little bit? Yeah. It's collegiate, man. I love, it's great. It's great. High certainty, no doubt. You could pick nits if this was a high school game. Right? Decisiveness is a plus. That's all I'm going to say, Billy. That's all I'm going to say. Decisiveness is a plus. Yeah, block for me too. Right, right. So, Frank, that's sort of a key on this play as well, is the lead couldn't have seen the play. Why not? Why couldn't he have seen the play? There wasn't enough effort. Effort was missing on that play. Yes, you are correct. Cracked rib and all. It's just, I wonder, would the Rules Committee, in their state of willing to adopt change, would they allow fists on the hips? Woo! That would be something. My energy level is really high, and I can't figure out why. I am so sick. Oh. Oh, interesting. I did not even know that, Mike. Always good advice, Kirk. Always good advice. You just got to make a decision on a play like this. You just got to make a decision. You're going to use your skill, your training. You're trying not to be deceived by actions. Like when sometimes a legal defender, they soften. If a legal defender firms up, oh, he was moving towards him, coach. He was moving forward. If our legal defender softens, oh, he was flopping. He wasn't holding his. You got to figure it out, man. Right? So players can anticipate contact and just soften a bit. This player does it quite a bit, and he goes to the side. Keely likes it. Decisiveness in the game is really important, and it's hard to be decisive with the NFHS signal. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good analysis, Kevin. I like it as well. Right? When we look at plays, we're looking, positioning is really critical. We're positioning on all of our plays here. Look at our trail. Our trail is hustling on this play. Why would the trail need to be in the front court for a block jump? Well, maybe they've got to look at the RA in this college game, right? Oh, his heel was in the RA or something like that. We can't just say, we can't just say like I do in my rec games. It's like, a couple times a game on a steal at the division line in a two-person game. Partner, that's all yours. That's all yours. I'm back at the free throw line in the backcourt. We can't do that. This is in the center's primary coverage area. How you've pre-gamed, fast break situation, block charge play at the basket. All defenders are secondary defenders. Lead has a secondary defender. Lead had no look at this play. No, Lead would be better served by busting their ass to get to the end line. That's what's needed. How many times a game do we have to bust our ass? How many times? A handful. But you got to have that in your bag. You got to have in your bag, I am going to bust my ass on this play. I've got to. Desperation. I've got to get there. And I want to get there and not be arriving at the moment. I want to beat the moment, right? So it's not too much to ask. Not too much to ask. Burst. Hey, Jason, good to see you in the chat. Okay, I'm moving on, man. I got so much to do. Whew. What do we got next? Okay. Give me just a second here. Give me a moment to cough. Now, doesn't that feel better? Clarence. Well, we're working as a team. So if I'm Tom, we're working as a team. We're working as a crew. If I have in this situation where I'm not beaten badly, it just the player accelerated and I wasn't there, I didn't have a look, etc. Who's going to help me out? I know my center is there. I know my center is there. Like I say, it was interesting how he let's go here, how he kind of tucked his arms as a way to like mentally say, don't blow your whistle here. Don't blow your whistle. Watch his arms. Like, don't, if you need to come late. Right. So that's what we're going to say about that. Hey, let's move on. All right. So a possible jump violation. Um, our U2, fresh after his conversation with some people in the stands, steps onto the court and rules a violation. This is an incorrect ruling. This is not a violation by rule. We have a restrictions on a jumper that end at some point. A restart has restrictions, throw in, free throw, jump ball, and they end. And after they end, we're just playing basketball, man. Right? So our player here taps the ball once, taps ball with two hands, the ball bounces on the floor. The throw in or the jump ball. Ooh, went through all three. The jump ball has the restrictions have ended. That player is legally allowed to catch the basketball. We've got a moment of confusion. We're always going to have moments of confusion during a jump ball situation, right? Which way are we going, etc. We just have to own that fact. Is our crew going to be in the right position, etc. Right? So our tossing official goes to the calling official and says, I assume he was talking about the play and not the fact that I need you to be. It goes to the official and says that is not a violation by rule. That's inadvertent whistle. Best in that scenario for the official who made the incorrect ruling to say, blah, 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 whistle, 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 mine, boom, this way, right, etc. Obviously, we have player control by our player in white. They have backcourt status the entire way. It's not a backcourt violation, etc. But we also have sort of this officiousness around a jump ball scenario, right? Which so often is just not necessary. Some officials like to start the game by saying, I am in charge, man. Right? So you guys, move your foot 6 inches there. You're not on the circle, but I'm going to apply restrictions to you that don't belong to you, right? Just as a way to exhibit authority. I don't know, man. Just get the game going. That's my opinion. Just get the game going. Allow the teams to compete for the jump ball, etc. Like, are you two coming in here and talking to these two players? There's nothing. They're just ready to play basketball, man. That's my take. That's my take. I'm allowed to have a take about jump ball scenarios, but we need to know the rules, right? And we need to always, in jump ball scenarios, say, are we really ready to officiate the game? We're fresh out of a conversation with a bystander at the game. Are we engaged in the game yet? Maybe not. Maybe not. So when we analyze our game video, that's one of the things we're looking at is, was I really ready to officiate in that scenario? Yeah. Again, another viewer submitted play. Thanks so much. You want to submit a play? abetterofficial.com/submit plays. I'm going to be appealing for plays all game long, or all video long. Now, Billy Mack. Let's go Billy Mack, because he and I share the opinion that jump balls to start the game. First of all, officials don't know the rules. They just don't know the rules, right? There's misconceptions, right? Our two players to the left here, there's no restrictions on those guys. They don't need to be side by side, but officials think they do. Yes, so. But I do like our toss. I am a one-handed tosser. Put your approach to a jump ball in the comments. I am definitely, because I want to be in sideways. I don't want to put my body in and go like this. I want to put my ball, put it up sideways so I can immediately move my head out of the way, because I don't want to catch one. I have a good friend, just jump ball, caught one flush in the face, concussion. There was one time, I think on a second jump, a player got me with like a really hard shove. I was like, man, wow. Okay, where am I? Hey, Jacob. Good to see you. All right. Adam has a violation on White for changing positions. Did I miss that? Oh, my goodness. Nothing there. I do not see that, Adam. I just don't see it. Players are allowed to move their feet. Kelly's in the one-hand club. It's a very elite club. Yes, we are very special. So is Ron. I guess it's not so special. Okay. All right. So with two hands, maybe you got to do a little more player management. Like back up for me, get in, etc. But you just want to have a good toss. It's not like life or death. Okay. All right. Get the heck out of there. Oh, thank you. I'm challenged today. Not as challenged as I was on that game I screwed up. But I am challenged. Let me see the wink. Oh, emojis are tough for me, man, on the screen. Tough. All right, we're moving on. What are we doing? Let's go. Another jump ball play? Come on, man. Okay, jump ball play with a possible backcourt violation. Do you have that on this play? Let's take a look. It's super close. It's super close. What else can we take away from the play? Again, at the start of the game, are we ready to go? Are we ready to officiate? Habits and fundamentals, positioning, etc. Yeah, yeah. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so jump ball play, right? Restrictions have ended. The play, but we have it pass from the backcourt to the front court, right? So first of all, we have a double team in the backcourt and nobody's there to officiate, right? So are you two in this situation excited to get going and do all the things they do habitually? Excited runs away from the game. This is a play where I describe it as running away from the game. The game is right there on the court. There it is, right? That's the game right now. But we've run away from it because, just because, right? Again, are we ready? This would be a great play for our U2 to simply officiate this play, allow our tossing official to regain their position, and go. Worst case scenario, let's say white steals the ball, right? Our U2 could become a lead on the play. We just got to be ready to rock and roll in those scenarios, right? We don't, it's, when play is like this, we just have to be ready to rock and roll, right? Nothing is defined yet. We haven't figured out our positioning yet, right? The game hasn't settled, right? So important to remember that. Right? So now we've got two officials looking at this player. This player has what kind of status? This player has backcourt status. They are in contact with the backcourt. They have backcourt status. This player. What is the status of this player now? By rule, do not be one of those people who says, well, you got to have 2 feet in the ball to have front court status. That is not a thing, man. That is not a thing. A dribbler moving from backcourt to front court must have both feet and the ball in the front court to gain front court status. This player has front court status by rule. They are contacting the front court. They are holding the basketball. They have 1 foot down. What about the other foot? Right? Important to know that. This player is in the front court. What happens next? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our player's left heel touches the division line, which is in the backcourt. This is a backcourt violation by rule. Thank you, Al Kennedy, for submitting this play. I finally dawned on me what's going on here. Sheesh. So it's just critical to know status along the way. Status along the way. What is the status of this player? What is the status of this player now? What is the status of this player now? If showing this play can help one official break from the mentality that 2 feet in the ball, man, that's front court status. Yeah, I would feel like I had accomplished something today on 5 Play Friday. Yeah. It's really hard. Again, we're not settled. We're out of position. Who is that? Your call, my call, etc. But we need to be aware of the status of players, and we need to know the rules of basketball in order to officiate the game. So on this play, in the end, incorrect, no call on the play. That was a backcourt violation by rule. Again, it's super hard at the start of the game to get little close plays right, etc. But that's our job, man. That's our job. I've got to move on. That'll teach you. Whatever works for you, man. Or Sarah. Whatever works for you. Keith Rock has a backcourt violation. Keith, are you sure? Because you're right. It's kind of like the Superman meme where the two officials are like looking at each other and they're not really evaluating the play. Like, are you going to take that? Am I going to take that? It's a funny moment. It's a funny moment. You are, in this instance, informing the captain of, yeah. It's an old school thing, man. It's an old school thing. For me, it's really straightforward. Everybody ready? Hey guys, straight up. That's it. That is it. I want to get the going, right? I don't know if the pregame jump stuff is. I mean, this is obviously habitual. This is the way the official was taught. We're gonna black, red, or black, white, etc. We've got players moving around in this situation. Perfect. Players are allowed to move around. Don't don't be officious in this moment. At the start of the game is no reason to be officious in this moment. Of course, we end up here with our trail not having a good position. We have a table situation. Let's take a look at it. Right. This is not a good position, but we don't have a lot of room to get good position on this play. One of the rare situations I might step out onto the court. I'm super reluctant to do that. But yeah. One elite says no backcourt. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh. Very happy. I'm very happy. Oh, a travel. Let's see. Releasing the ball before lifting the pivot foot? Wait a minute. I think we've got illegal uniforms. Are these stripy things on the side in the panel? Awesome. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it's the player's game. First of all, that's my attitude. It's the player's game. If I have a player who says, "Can I see that ball, ref?" Come on, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one thing that I want to project to the players on the jump ball is we are here for you, man. We are here for the game. And that's why it bothers me so much when we are officious in the game, right? That's not being there for it's, yeah. The two are incongruous. It is very close in real time. It's very close in real time. Probably. Probably. Ah, I think it did touch. We can take a look. I think it definitely touched. Ooh, let's go here. Wait a minute. Do I have to re-record this session? This play? Boop, boop. Wait a minute. Of course, neither official is looking at the player in this situation. You might be right. You might be right. Yeah, we have a shadow line. Yeah, no, we got a line. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. If I'm doing little kids, hey, does everybody know which way you're going? Right? White, that's your basket. Black, that's your basket. Uh oh. Uh oh. Wait a minute. Oh, ooh. Oh, because I went to that. Oh, sorry about that. Absolutely. You are right, physique. You are right. I thought. Well, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm wandering. I'm wandering in the desert. Let's move on. Let's get to some better plays. Oh, God, I got to go quick. Uh-oh. All right, a funky play submitted by a viewer. So let's take a look at it. Right, so we have a situation where we have a ball that is obviously going out of bounds, but then we have contact behind the play. Is this incidental contact or is this something that needs a whistle? You could say our player in black was not going to save this basketball, right? Simple thing to do here is go out of bounds violation, but is this a foul, right? So our players get tangled. All right, the key thing for me in my brain says, well, what is the behavior of the white player in this situation? And does it need to, do we need a whistle on this play? Right? Loose ball, everything's good. But you see that forearm where he shoves the player to the floor and their legs get tangled, right? The forearm in the back, to me, makes this a play, even though our player may not have been able to save the basketball, that a foul should be ruled in this situation. The contact prevented the player from being able to basketball, and it was significant from behind that it deserved a whistle. That was the question from the viewer who submitted the play, and I would say this deserves a foul. So does our young man in the front row, and so does, I don't know about our varsity official who's waiting for the next game against the wall here. Good stoic, no reaction. You don't want to be that official and like raising your hands. And of course, the creative across the lane bounce, very rec ball. We want to a bump. The lead should come over in this instance. We want our throw in to be in this situation. It would be between the O and the N on the N line. We want to do things right in these situations. Yeah, yeah. All I could say is if I was working this gym, I would not enjoy it. All those people walking by behind drive me crazy. I'm trying to concentrate on the game here, man. I'm trying to concentrate on the game. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Okay. There's nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about on that play. I just want to have all the plays that were submitted. So I'm going to move on to our next play. Oh, well, we've looked at plays today, viewer submitted plays. We have a viewer submitted play for a little palate cleanser, end of game situation, team down 2 with the ball. Let's take a look. Man, that is some Zapruder film action there, right? So we're coming in with about 14 seconds, down to 55, 53. If I could see through the fog. Yeah. So when you submit plays, right, the quality, the better the quality is, the better we can do with it. But we do appreciate when a team down 2 goes for the 3-pointer, right? Then either way, our game is going to end in a great fashion. What's the best way for the game to end in this situation? Made 3-pointer. Second best way, open look, missed 3-pointer, right? Team had the chance, they had a great look, they had the right shooter, it just missed, right? But we love end of game situations where the game ends in a natural fashion. Obviously, our home team is out of timeout, so they wouldn't request one, but we need to be aware of that. Yeah, yeah. Ed Harris, thanks for the play. A little cloudy, but a great way to end the game and to end the show. Thanks for watching today. And then I'm going to go live stream. We'll go here. It's brutal. It's brutal. It came in like 4K format, where it's twice as wide as it is high. Yeah, that was tough. VHS tape. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, Sarah. Okay, I've got some more interesting plays. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna do that starting now. This play will be for live stream viewers. All right. Team has just scored a 3. They're up 1, or they are up 1 in this situation. White 1 attempts to take a charge. There is certainly arm contact by our ball handler, but the officials rule this to be a blocking foul, right? Let's look at all the things. And we have a very distraught player. This is a playoff game. This may be the last high school game of this player's career, right? Again, it's an emotional game. Players can be distraught. They're not showing up the officials, right? Allow the players, coaches, etc., to express emotion in this situation. What are we looking at when we're looking at plays? We're looking at positioning by our crew. Do we have the open look on the play? Let's take a look at all of the things on this one. It helps on a play like this to look at slow-mo, right? Ugh. He made the try, right? All right, so first of all, let's go here, here, and here. All right. Center, action, go. Right? Is our center in position? Right? This is an on-ball matchup that's coming from the backcourt. We can go back further, but is our center in position? No. No. Let's go back because it's important. Let's go back. All right. I love our center's position right here. Okay? Right. The trail has the count, but it is who has the best position? Our center does. We don't want to, again, like one of the previous plays, we don't want to run away from the game, right? And I love the side straddle, right? Moving forward, right? But once we get to here, that's the trail's play. And we've got to get to where we need to get to and find the next competitive matchup. What's it going to be? Is it you're going to throw ahead here, right? In the end, we have screening action, right? We're still hanging on, and then we're walking into this look, which is not the best. Do we have knee contact here? I don't know that we do, but do we have the best look on the play? If we were at home base, would we have a look at the play? Yes, we would. If we were here, would we have a look at the play? Yes, we would. Walking into this look, not as good, right? We want to improve our look. When we have open looks, we are good officials. When we have not so open looks, we are me. No, we have less than good officials, right? All right. That happens too fast. Okay, so that's our center official on the play. I turn that off. I go here. I go here. I go here. And I turn that on, and I go. Good defender, got a good slide going. Were they impacted? A little hip contact there to get off balance, right? Our ball handler puts a hand on, and our defender absolutely embellishes the contact. Was it illegal contact? Was our defender guilty of a block foul in this situation, in this end-of-game situation? All right, let's look at our trail official. Do we have an open look on this play? That is tough to get there, man. That is tough. But I don't think we do. We don't have the best look we could have, right? If we said, what would be our best possible look in this scenario? Where would we want to be? Would we want to be here? Would we want to be here? Here? I'd say right about here, right? We'd have a great look at the play. Again, it's tough to get there. We've got a coach. Who's this character out of his box? Yeah, the ball handler said, "Oh, I thought you got me, man. I thought you got me." Yeah. So that's what we have on that play, right? Positioning could be improved in both situations. Do we have a blocking foul? I don't see illegal activity by our defender. Do we have a push-off that warrants a player control foul? That's a judgment we need to make. Or is it possible we have a no call? Just because a defender sells out embellishing the fact that they were fouled, right? This is from previous seasons, so there were no flopping, faking being fouled rules in effect. Yeah, tough play, man. Tough play. Let's see what you guys have on that play. I go back. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well on the tech front. I'm happy about that. Hey, if that's the only takeaway, Sarah, that is perfect. That's perfect. I mean, we know if because we're in a performance business. Was I in position or was I not in position? There may be reasons I'm not in position, right? Sometimes I got hung up. I was stuck behind a play, etc. There was slippage. A player fell at my feet. I got a slow start. Who cares, man? You were either there or you weren't, right? And so when we analyzed our own game video, I was either there or I was not. One of the two, man. Hey, Adam. Oh, okay. I'm going. Why is that there? That was a great game. I agree. I agree. I agree. Uh, well, it's embellishment. It's obvious embellishment by our defender. He was selling out, right? We had this earlier in the season. Ball handler comes in. They have a habit of putting a forearm on the defender, and the defender says, "Know that. I've got it in my bank. I'm going to go for it now." He's going to put his hand on me, and I'm going to go, right? In an attempt to elicit a call. And he made an effort, but this is not illegal contact by our defender. And since he was ejecting, literally, he's like, okay, I've got my body here. He put his arm on me. I'm going to go, right? The action by the ball handler does not cause this player to fall. He did not displace this player, right? This player said, I'm going to sell out here and try to draw the call here. That's what happened on this play. To me, no call. No call, man. Came from a tough angle. More fists. Oh, but Billy, watch. Watch first. He does the high school, baby. High school. No, fists. If you want to go offensive foul here, displacement is a foul. This offensive player did not displace this defender. Right? You could say, oh, but he extended his arm. He did not displace this defender. This is a strong player who said, I'm going to throw my body back and try to get the call. That's why he fell down. That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Early, but not late. The C should have had the screening action, and maybe there was no contact, no foul, but, all good. Calling an illegal screen in this situation, tough. Okay, wow. He absolutely extended his arm. But of course, if I'm leaning on a door and I have my weight shifted and you open the door, I am going to extend my arm. You are picking nits. Picking nits, Sarah. Although, if we put a single hand up, our brain gets a few more bonus seconds to make the proper ruling on a play. If we put two hands up, we've called the play already. It's true, Mike. It's true. It's true. Me and Jason, we're on team no call. We love it. All right, I got one more play. We're going to do it. We're going to make it through. I wrap the play at the collegiate game, so it won't make the All right, for live stream viewers, let me just make sure here. I'm going to make a quick exit after this play. Yeah, last second block shot. What do you got on this one? Okay. All right, I think I have this right, but why is our center official making this ruling? Do they have the best look on the play? They do this in the NBA as well. If they rule basket interference on this play, they can go to the monitor and see if it was. If they make no ruling on the court, they can't go to the monitor. I believe that's correct, right? So this super exciting play, clock starts timely, right? We are going. This player's going to the basket. Does the contact on the basketball, of course, in NCAA men's, can't contact after it hits the backboard. But did it even happen before the clock? Let's take a look. We got extra footage on the replay here. Right? So super savvy by our center official. That ball is contacted outside the cylinder, but it's after the horn. Does it matter? Yeah, it does. A try in flight. The horn does not cause it to be dead. If this was basket interference, we would have scored the goal. That ball is not in the cylinder. That is not basket interference. They go to the monitor, they fix it, they get it right. Just that's a privilege that they have and a responsibility, right? That's so unusual that you have a responsibility to put a ruling into the game only so that you can get to the monitor. I believe that's what goes on in this situation. I believe it is. Okay. So, super exciting play. We'd love to have that in our game. Of course, we have a little, hold on. Yeah, okay. All right. We got to get to the end of the show, man. I got to go. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, it's tough it's like good quality video, but when it occurs, it's tough. Yeah, on the previous play, Ed, I'm with you 100%. Yeah, but anybody correct me if I'm wrong, that the reason that the official put a basket interference violation into the game was so that they could go review it. If he doesn't put it into the game, they cannot review it. All right. So, also, right, or let's say we're in high school, watch the post block action by 14. And then the ruling on the court, it's a white 21, so that has something to say as well. Again, these are emotional moments. Do you want to go fishing for that in your game? We're probably exiting the arena in high school. Uh, it really was. That's tremendous, Tom. I appreciate that. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. That's going to do it, right? We're not doing any better than what Tom just laid on us. Oh, tremendous, tremendous. Of course, NCAA men dead ball. The official helps the player. That's certainly all good. Okay. All right. All right. I have soldiered on long enough. I must depart. That was fun. I am amazed I had this much energy. We'll see if I like 5 minutes from now I'm like on the couch, like curled up. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, that's all I got for you today, man. Submit plays. Let's look at them. I'm gonna have better plays next week. I mean, some of the stuff was just people have submitted. They wanted an answer. I'll give you an answer, man. I'll give you an answer. Thank you, Keith. All right. Let's see if the music plays on the outro, and if it doesn't, sorry. Have a good one, everybody.